Oh yeah, it's your boy Rich on Oh Yeah TV.
It's your boy Alpha Wheel in the building.
We got your boy Swagged Out OG Flow. B-side on the set today, man. What's good with you?
Yeah, what's the pop? What's the deal?
How you feeling, man?
I can't even lie, man. I'm feeling good as hell right now. You know what I'm saying? I woke up, you know what I'm saying? Here, you know what I'm saying? Chilling. You know?
I hear you, man. I hear you going, man. What you trying to tap into, man? You sound like you waiting for your time, man.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have my own style. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of the old, a little bit of the new. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some shit from the new Detroit shit. Some shit from way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas might not give it, some niggas might.
I can dig it.
No, for sure. It sounded real retro, man. I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, you know.
I can dig it. So where you from, man? Tell us a little bit about you and where you from, man. People that have been there.
I'm from the west side of Detroit, you know what I'm saying? 7 miles to be exact. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make people, not only am I trying to make people just listen to my shit, I'm trying to make people like experience the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the west side, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make people experience that you on a corner.
You trying to bring people to where you from?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Through the music, though. I got you.
And I would, and like, it's not gonna be like, you know, I got like $1 million on me or some shit like that. Cause you know what I'm saying? I still take D-Dot. You know what I'm saying? I still take D-Dot. I still take Ubers and all that shit. Matter of fact, I bought an Uber here right motherfucking now.
Yeah, you really tell for that shit.
Oh, that's
you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and try to front and act like, yo, oh, I got $1 million and all this shit. I'm gonna tell it like I really is. You know what I'm saying?
You telling your story, you telling the true story.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Westside. That's the whole album, Westside. You know?
That's 100.
So that's the title of the album, Westside?
That's the title of the album, Westside. That's Westside spelled W-S-T-W-E-S-T-C-Y-D-E. Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm high as fuck. But
It's all good. It's all good, man.
CYD.
So you got to spell like your name, like the B-side.
C-Y-D-E. C-Y-D-E.
Okay, CYD.
Yeah. Nah, bro.
That's what's up, man. That's something different, too.
Yeah, man, you know, I don't want to be like these other guys.
Yeah, you got this type of flow. I know you look up to a lot of old school musicians. Drop some on us.
You know what I'm saying? I look up to niggas like Slick Rick, Cool G Rap, who else? Rakim, motherfucking who else? Damn, Tupac. Everybody say Tupac, but nigga,
Rest in peace, Tupac.
Rest in peace, Tupac.
It sounds like something Rakim would get with, though.
I look up to niggas like Gangstar. By the way, DJ Premier, you looking at this shit, I want that motherfucking beat from you, my nigga. I want that shit. I can flow, nigga. I can flow.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
oh, yeah.
But
Shout out DJ Premier, man.
you know what I'm saying? Who else? Motherfucking niggas like Pete Rock, Detroit's very own Jay Dilla. I was bumping Slum Village in the car earlier, actually. That shit still slap. I just bought like the fucking Slum Village album yesterday. Plan on listening to that shit when I get home. Roll up a little blunt. Chilling, you know?
That shit deep, man. So look, this crazy right here. So you dropped all those big, old school musicians, ones that's been deceased and ones that's out of the game, retired, sitting back.
Yes, sir.
Music still going forever.
Yes, sir.
But like, if you was to like make music with somebody right now, man, who would you make music with? Because like, I don't think nobody got the type of sound or the type of stuff.
Like niggas from right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't even necessarily got to be somebody from right now. But if you was to make a song right now, even if you had to pull one of these old school gangsters out of retirement, if you could, who would it be?
Because I'm pretty sure you did music with people before, but it don't sound like this.
Hold up. So that's gonna be actually a collab between the old and the new. You know what I'm saying? I'll get my man Pete Rock be on the track with Kendrick Lamar and motherfucking J. Cole. That's how I would do it. You know what I'm saying?
So Pete Rock, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and B-side
yes,
on one song.
Yes, sir. I won't even rap on this shit. I'll just mix this shit.
You just gonna produce it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mix this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pete Rock is the producer. I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm just gonna be there mixing. Because when some niggas like that is sitting there, you just gotta let them do their thing. You feel me? That's just how it is.
Mad respect, man.
You know?
How has the journey been, man? Talk about your journey as far as like, since you've been making music or whatever, you got off into it.
Yo, my journey been a motherfucker, but to be honest, you know what I'm saying? A lot of closed doors, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people been sitting here telling you, hell no, I'm not listening to your music. Yo, I had my shit rejected by a bunch of believers, bro. Believers. Can you believe that shit? Now, look, little something about me. when I was in 5th grade, I said I was never gonna let my music be disrespected by no motherfucking believer. I'm standing by that shit at 21 goddamn years old. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling. But back to what I was saying. Look, like, a lot of motherfuckers be sitting here looking at you in your face, be like, oh yeah, I listen to your music and all that shit, but they ain't listening to your music. But you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, you gotta have will and you gotta persevere through that shit. Persevere through that shit and you gotta be cool, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you gonna fuck around and quit before you make your masterpiece, you know?
That's facts, man. Drop jewels on them.
You know, you gonna fuck around quick before you make your masterpiece, and the motherfucker that needed to hear your shit ain't gonna be able to hear your shit because you gonna be off somewhere. Be like, damn, man, I quit. This shit wasn't looking out. Niggas wasn't fucking with my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so basically, you saying whether they rocking with you in the beginning or not, you gotta push through and keep making the music because you gotta love what you're doing, basically.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
So what about your support? Is your support genuine? Do you have a support system? Where you from in Detroit? Like, do people back you?
Yeah, they back. Yeah, like some people do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a small artist. You know, I'm like deep underground. Like so deep, I'm in the fucking earth core. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit. Check Breezy out westside. I'm plugging my shit up regardless. But look,
do you have an internal team? Like maybe like close friends, relatives that support your everything that you drop?
Oh yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? Like usually all my relatives be the first people to be like, oh yeah, you know, B-side is dropping and all that shit. You know?
Okay.
And of course I have close ass friends. You know what I'm saying? There's too many of y'all to name, but it's like so many close friends from like not even from here, like from way out. You know what I'm saying? And for all of them, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of y'all.
Shout out to fans.
Shout out to all of y'all. You know
oh yeah.
It's real, you know? It's real. But, you know, regardless of the situation at hand, there is always going to be some hardships and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you just got to keep living through life and all that shit. That's how you make your best shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't try to, and that's another thing I want to point out. Don't try to be something else that you're not, because all these motherfuckers out here be talking about they be dope boys and all that shit. Let's keep it real. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't dope boys, alright? A lot of these motherfuckers be out here living in fucking Bloomfield Hills talking like they from 6 Mile and fucking Wood. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that shit real. You know? But just keep it real with yourself, man. Don't try to be like somebody else because that shit will catch up to you.
So who do you make your music for? Do you make your music for people out in the Bloomfield?
I don't really have a type, you know what I'm saying? I make my music for anybody that feels shit, you know what I'm saying? I make my music for all the niggas that be like, all the normal motherfuckers, everybody who's not dope boys, everybody who's not, you know, everybody who be taking the bus and all that shit, you know? Those
just your everyday person.
Everyday people, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody can be out here selling fucking weed and all this shit all the time, bro. Not everybody can be out here making shit, man, bro. Not everybody can fuck your bitch out here, man. You know what I'm saying? This niggas out here that just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just living a normal life. And that's what my music is for. Just for you to just sit down and just vibe to this shit. You know?
Okay. So with spinning off of that, what I want to ask you is with the way that music currently is in Detroit and in the music industry mainstream, how do you think that the internet has affected the way that these people are putting out music, or the type of music that artists are putting out these days?
Well, you know, some people, sometimes they try to mimic off of what's popular. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Motherfucking little lightning stand can make a fucking song and that shit can hit 1.5 million views, and I bet you that nigga around the corner from you might be like, oh, I think I could do this shit too. Now next thing you know, a whole lot of motherfuckers out here looking like little lightning stand. You know what I'm saying? And like motherfucking, the internet has a big influence on a lot of motherfuckers.
How you feel about the internet?
You know what I'm saying? The internet is a gift and a curse. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
As far as with your music.
As far as my music personally,
you
know, I use the internet, you know, all types of ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, I use it for promotion and all of that shit, but I also use it to, like, make friendship and all types of people.
So you use it for networking as well as for promoting your music?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Because, look, the best way to promote your music is to make sure, like, the person that you promote to feels like you cool with them and all that shit. You don't want them to
very,
feel like
very smart.
You don't want them to just feel like you just some ordinary SoundCloud rapper that just wants you to listen to their shit about about, you know, you popping pills and all this shit. You want to make them feel like, hey, I'm making human music for you too. You know what I'm saying? We all go through shit. We all come along.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Yeah, that's how I feel about this shit. I don't give a fuck where you from. If you from, I don't give a fuck if you from 6 Mile of Illinois. I don't give a fuck if you from 7 Mile of Hackett. We all go through shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna relate to everybody. That's how I feel. You know?
Yeah, that's very, very, very smart. A guy that I know who does marketing and advertising for Disney says the same thing. Artists need to, their goal should be to make their fans feel like they are their friends. They're literally their friends. So it's not like they're buying, like you said, little lightning sticks music. No, this is my friend. If his real name's Darnell, that's my friend Darnell music that I'm buying. Make them feel like they're your friend. So what you're saying is exactly right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm making my music, I don't want motherfuckers to just be like, oh, it's just B-side. I want them to actually feel like personal, like me.
Like, that's my dog. That's my man.
When you're making your music, I mean, like, what's your process?
My process, you know what I'm saying, is like, sometimes, like, it just comes to me like at random. Sometimes I just be going through some shit and it just comes to me, you know. Like a lot of the songs I be coming out with before westSide, it came from like shit that I was going through. And a lot of the shit that was from westSide came from shit that I was going through. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's like, most of the songs that I do come from life. That's how I know it is. And so like, I just write that shit down, put that shit into the fucking, put that shit onto the fucking microphone, put that shit on the song, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how.
Okay, so speaking on your process as far as making music, you got the westSide project. How was the process with doing this?
Man, it was crazy, man. I had to scrap this shit, start over, scrap this shit for like 2 years, man. Over and over and over again. Nothing but non-stop working. You know, so
you saying this was a 2-year process?
Yes, it's a 2-year process. I pissed a few people off because I just stopped talking to motherfuckers completely because I was working on this project right here.
Oh yeah, you know locked in.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this shit was crazy, but it came out perfect at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a lot of fucking help. My man Hollow was on the shit. My man Simply Shepard's on the shit. My man Shane is on this motherfucker, dog. I had a lot of help with them niggas. If it wasn't for them motherfuckers, bro, I don't think this shit would probably be as hitting as it was, you know what I'm saying? But the 2 years, I busted my ass on this shit, you know what I'm saying? So if motherfuckers can go check that shit out, that would mean a whole lot to me, bro. You know?
Who produced the beats and stuff like that?
I did, you know what I'm saying? I produced that shit. I mixed that shit. I mastered that shit. I did all that shit, bro.
Oh, so this project is all you?
All me, straight from my motherfucking mama's basement. Cause like I said before, we ain't rich out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
But but yeah, I did all this shit from my mama's basement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here with no $1,000 studio and all that shit. I got like a $15, $20 setup. But you know,
it's pumping though. It sounds good.
You know what I'm saying?
You got any performances coming up?
Shit. As of right now, I don't think so. I don't know. But we gonna see what's up.
Coronavirus and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna see what's up, though, you know what I'm saying? After this corona shit goes on. Because, you know, we trying to be safe out here. You know what I'm saying?
How has corona, impacted your music?
Corona has, honestly, the only way corona has impacted my music is the fact that I can't go out and perform this shit anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it was once a time, but I only had like 6 songs to perform, and I was performing that shit like everywhere I go. It was a few times I performed that shit at the same spot over and over again. So with this shit right here, a body of work I'm actually proud of. This sucks I can't go out and introduce it to the world like I really wanted to because of corona. But we gonna keep this shit.
What studio you recorded in? Everything
in the basement. In the basement, bro.
So you made the beat in the basement, recorded in the basement.
Mixing, mastering, you know what I'm saying?
You're multi-talented, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
So you got any features with anybody in Detroit right now?
Right now? Yeah, I got some Chef coming up actually. I don't know like when he dropping his shit, but he coming out with an album. I'm gonna be featured on one of the tracks, you know what I'm saying? So look out for that too. You know, and right now I'm trying to be featured on more motherfucking shit. Not even just in Detroit, I'm trying to be featured all over. You know what I'm saying?
If you had a chance to collaborate with somebody like right now that's in the game right now, who would it be? Somebody big?
Right now, somebody big?
Yeah.
Oh, Kendrick. Easy. You know what I'm saying?
Because you said something like that earlier in the game. Who you would, know what I'm saying?
You don't want to put that together as far as Kendrick and all of them.
Yeah, you know, like I've been a big Kendrick fan since I was a kid, man. Okay. My brother put me hip to fucking Kendrick Lamar. The first shit when he was bald headed, you know what I'm saying? He had the notebook in his hand, you know what I'm saying? That shit was fucking. That shit blew my fucking 11-year-old mind, but I ain't know what the fuck to do. So ever since that day, I've been trying to say I'm gonna do a song with Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying?
What would you do? Do something that you could do, like in the mainstream industry or just in the music game, period. If it was one thing you could change, what would it be?
In the music game? Yeah. I would change how people stop doing this shit just for the money. You know what I'm saying? Because I be peeping that a lot of motherfuckers be coming up in this bitch talking about, yeah, we just doing this shit just to get paid and all this shit, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. The game don't know if you doing this shit just to get paid, bro. And that's how motherfuckers get fucked up in the game every day. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you do this shit from the heart and all this shit, why you know, of course, why you know what you're doing, because you know business is everything. But if you do this shit from the heart, motherfuckers gonna respect you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to be like, again, like what I was saying earlier, don't try to be like somebody you not because you think somebody gonna try to fucking listen to you. You think Dr. Dre gonna fucking find you out of nowhere and be like, hell yeah, bro, I'm gonna fucking peep you out of nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a son, you make you big like Eminem. It's not gonna work out like, man. Just that, man. Just be real.
Say sometimes it might not get that big.
Yeah, most likely it ain't happening like that.
You know what I'm saying? I might not make a lot of sense to a lot of niggas, but if you know, you
so what's next for you, man? What's next for you after all this music? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's the climax? What's the big point you?
After all this music shit, honestly, bro, I want to get into photography. Honestly, photography. Because I did the cover for Westcyde too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You actually took that photo?
Yeah, I took that photo. That's my.
Yeah, we looking at that right now.
That's my hood. That's West 7 Mile Greenfield. You know what I'm saying? What I wanted to do with the album and shit, I wanted to make y'all feel like y'all was standing on the corner and all that shit. I said that earlier, but I really wanted to make sure that shit was popping because like. Fucking, you know, this is my home, this is my place, you know what I'm saying, this is my spot, ever since I was a kid.
The hood that raised you.
You know?
Sure, man.
And like, it's not even on the music tape that I want to, like, honest, this side of 7 Mile, you know what I'm saying, I want to take pictures of it, because honestly, fuck minus all the fucked up shit that happens, 7 Mile is a very beautiful place at night. Y'all can't even fucking lie it, you know what I'm saying?
Judgment by its cover.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, 7 Mile, especially with all the lights, and you know how niggas be on 7 Mile shit, 7 Mile be popping and shit. It be beautiful as fuck.
Boy, B-side.
You know what I'm saying?
Westside.
Westside. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers.
Man, we gonna get ready to wrap this interview up, man. You got some shout outs, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I want to shout out to all my motherfuckers in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? My man Javante for shooting the motherfucking legendary video. My homeboys, you know what I'm saying? From out of town. Too many of y'all niggas name, but y'all know who y'all is. It's much love. It's much love. And oh yeah, TV. You know what I'm saying? For putting me on this shit. Give me a chance. I love y'all.
We appreciate you, man. It was a pleasure having you on the show, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ain't for me and ain't for me and hey yo, what up? It's your boy B-Side, the dopest nigga you never heard of, you know what I'm saying? And right now I'm chilling at Oh Yeah TV, you know? And this interview is gonna be the dopest shit you ever seen.